It's a choice made by millions every single day that could turn a good time into a nightmare.
It's a head-on collision. It appears, yes, there are obvious injuries. It's not pretty.
Drunk drivers are mostly attributed to fatal accidents.
Every 51 minutes, another person is killed in an alcohol-related crash. Last year in our state, drunk drivers took the lives of more than 350 people.
It's 100% preventable. Most people that do drink and drive, they don't think they've consumed enough alcohol to be over the limit.
Numbers are one thing, but beneath the shattered glass are shattered lives.
Every day I wake up to the reality that my daughter is no longer going to be with me. The pain consumes me.
It was spring of '96 when Sandra Dockery got the call from a hospital.
There's been an accident, she called. She said, there's been an accident. That is a parent's worst nightmare. It's the call that every parent fears.
Her daughter Tiffany and two of her closest friends were waiting to cross the street. They had no time to react to the drunk driver heading their way.
He had been racing. He lost control of his vehicle. He plowed into the median strip. He struck the three girls.
Her two friends were killed on impact. Tiffany was airlifted to the hospital.
Tiffany was unconscious for 4 days. When she regained consciousness, she couldn't sit up. She couldn't turn her head. She could not speak, and she was not able to breathe on her own. She fought every single day. She was fighting for her life. But after 7 weeks, she did lose the battle.
The driver was sentenced to 10 years in prison, but Sandra says he didn't just take Tiffany's life, he took part of hers as well.
The scales are never balanced. Justice is never done. Because there are so many lives that are lost way too soon because of the careless, the reckless, and illegal act of one drunk driver.
Do you have any weapons on you, any contraband?
We tagged along with Apex Police and the Highway Patrol for a multi-agency checkpoint.
Every vehicle is checked as they come through the checkpoint. The officers are looking for any signs of impaired driving. Primary focus is to identify drunk drivers and get them off the road.
Police say this man blew a .12 and was arrested on charges of DWI.
Sir, can you tell me what's going on here?
No.
Can you tell me what you blew?
No, I can't. They didn't tell me anything. Off.
We also tried asking this woman what she was doing behind the wheel.
Ma'am, can you tell us why you were arrested tonight?
No.
Can you tell us what you blew?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, do you think you're driving under the influence?
No.
Police tell us she blew a .20, almost 3 times the legal limit. Overall, in just 4 hours, law enforcement arrested 14 people for DWI, now awaiting their day in court. But here's where all of this gets worse.
60–70% of my DWI arrests are repeat offenders.
WNCN Investigates dug through years of state records and found more DWI cases are being filed in Wake County than anywhere else in the state, to the tune of 5,591 last year.
I anticipate we'll see as many as 2,000 more DWI cases this year than we did last year. And that's with no additional money to help prosecute these cases.
But if you look at the number of cases that are thrown out, it may shock you. In Wake County, 18% of DWIs were dismissed in 2013, the same amount in Durham. Cumberland County dismissed 28%. Lee County was at 46%, but the worst we found was Harnett County, where the courts dismissed more than half of all of its DWIs. And it turns out the district attorney for 2 of the 3 counties with the highest dismissal rates is the same person, Vernon Stewart. He declined our request for an interview, and when we asked why 52% of DWI cases were being thrown out, he said no comment.
To the percentages.
But Ned Mangum, district attorney for Wake County, says there are many factors that could lead to a dismissal.
DWIs in general, they're incredibly challenging. I've been a lawyer since 1998, and it takes a lot more now to prosecute and defend one of these cases than it did 15 years ago.
It's something organizations like Mothers Against Drunk Driving have been trying to bring awareness to for years.
What's the source of these dismissals? We've got to find out.
This is my baby. That's Tiffany.
For the families affected, there's no excuse.
I think about how tragic her life ended, and I feel that emptiness, that loneliness, and that dark place.
Sandra says her goal now is to turn her nightmare into a sobering message.
We are not going to stop because this carnage is continuing. If I can do one thing to keep a drunk from getting behind the wheel of an automobile, I'm going to do it, because that drunk could be the drunk that is going to devastate a family's life.